हेलो एवरीवन, आप सभी का फिर से एक बार स्वागत है मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में जिसका नाम है कॉमर्स ट्रेजर। सो वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड अ न्यू सीरीज विच इज Q20 series in which I am going to discuss 20 questions in each video from paper 2 and paper 1. I have already made the first two parts. If you have not seen those first two parts, I have put the link in the description as well as in the I button above. Do watch those videos, and without wasting much time, let us go to the next set of 20 questions, that is from question 41 to question 60. A market in which only two firms exist is called as oligopoly, duopoly, duopsony, none of these. So whenever there are only two sellers in the market, it is called as duopoly. Whenever there is only one seller in the market, it is called as monopoly. Whenever there is only one buyer in the market, it is called as monoposony. And whenever there are two buyers in the market, it is called as duopsony. And when the number of sellers are few in market, then it is called as oligopoly. So you can remember all these terms. Which of these is not a primary stakeholder? Customer definitely is a primary stakeholder, supplier is also a stakeholder, and employee is also a primary stakeholder. So NGOs are not primary stakeholders. Apart from these, now government and society also comes under primary stakeholders. Arbitrage involves buying and selling the same asset in two markets at different price, same price, both A and B, neither A or B. So arbitrage is nothing but it is a process wherein you buy from one market at low price and sell it to another market at a high price. So definitely there is going to be difference in the prices. So right option is option number A, that is differential prices. Addition of more motivators to a job to make it more rewarding is job enlargement, job enrichment, job analysis, job design. So it is called as job enrichment. You are making the job rich by adding it with more rewards and making it more attractive to the worker. Job enlargement is nothing but whenever you add similar work into the job, then it is called as enlargement. Job analysis is nothing but it is a detailed study of the job. It includes everything about the job. Job analysis is further divided into two things. One is called as job description and another is called as job specification. Job description is nothing but it is the description of the job. It includes what all duties are to be performed in the job, what are the wages which are going to get in the job, what is the timing of the job, everything about the job is there in description. And job specification is nothing but it tells you about what are the different specification or what are the different qualifications which are required to perform that particular job. And job design is nothing but how the job is going to be designed and what all is there in order to do a particular job. So in exam, job analysis, job description, job specification and job evaluation, which is nothing but finding out the relative worth of job, all are asked. Industrial disputes can be resolved through collective bargaining, code of discipline, grievance procedure, all of the above. So all of the above are the different methods in which industrial disputes can be solved. It is all included under the topic industrial relations. Apart from these, there are few more very important dispute settling tools, one of which is called as arbitration. Arbitration is nothing but whenever a third party comes to solve the fighting between the employees and the employer, then it is called as arbitration. There is one more important tool which is called as conciliation. Conciliation is nothing but here also there will be a third party which is going to look after both the parties, but the final decision will be taken by the parties itself. And the final one is adjudication, which is nothing but whenever the settlement is done by the court using legal procedure, then it is called as adjudication. So all these are called as tools in order to solve the industrial disputes. Dash is an unproven proposition that tentatively explains certain phenomena. Scientific method, hypothesis, concept, constructs. So hypothesis is an unproven proposition which tentatively explains a certain phenomena. It is also called as assumption, wherein you are going to assume a particular thing, and it is also called as to suppose, wherein we suppose or assume a certain set of things. Hypothesis is basically of two types. One is called as null hypothesis, which is denoted by H naught, which states that population parameter is equal to the sample statistic, and the second one is nothing but alternative hypothesis, which is denoted by H1 or HA, and which says that the population parameter is either not equal to the statistic, or it is more than or it is less than the statistic. Any procedure that uses a small number of items or people to make conclusion regarding a large group known as the population is called as. So whenever you are selecting a part of the population to give a decision, then it is called as sampling, and whatever we are collecting, those are called as samples, and samples are used to give the conclusion or the whole population. For example, whenever we go to market to purchase rice, we just see a handful of rice and purchase whatever quality and quantity we want. Presently, corporate India follows the corporate governance prescribed by OECD, Cadbury Committee, Combined Code of UK, SEBI. So in India, we follow the rules given by SEBI. Under that, we follow the rules given by clause 49 of listing agreement, which is asked previously in the exam also. In UK, they make use of combined code, and Cadbury Committee is nothing but it was the first committee on corporate governance, which was given by Mr. Adrian Cadbury. When we talk about India, there are so many committees which have given their recommendation, but now we presently follow the rules given by clause 49. Which type of device is computer keyboard? So keyboard is memory, output, input, storage. So it is definitely an input device. When the exchange rate is quoted per unit of domestic currency, it is referred to as. So whenever 1 unit of home currency is equal to number of units of foreign currency, then it is called as indirect quote. Direct quote is nothing but 1 unit of foreign currency is equal to number of units of home currency, then it is called as direct quote. So example of direct quote is, if we have to say $1 is equal to rupees 75, this is an example of direct quote, because 1 unit of foreign currency is equal to number of units of home currency, and if I write 1 rupee is equal to $0.17, it says that 1 unit of home currency is equal to number of units of foreign currency. Altman MDA test is applied to identify sick firms, viable firms, weak firms, all of the above. So it is used to find out sick firms, and the ratio is called as Altman Z score, which is computed using different multivariate ratios, and Altman Z score says that if the score is less than 2.675, then there is a great chance of firm being sick firm, but he has given an ignorance level from 1.8 to 2.99. If the firm falls in between this range, it may sometimes get ignored and it may not be a sick firm. The task of hiring, training and motivating able employee is called as performance marketing, integrated marketing, internal marketing, none of this. So this is called as, which is a part of holistic marketing. Dash are certificates that give buyers a saving when they purchase specified products, rebates, premiums, samples, coupons. So coupons are the certificates which are usually given in order to claim some benefit whenever the buyer buys a specific product. The marketing logic by which business unit hopes to achieve its marketing objective is marketing strategy, marketing implementation, marketing analysis, marketing planning. So this is called as marketing strategy. It is a logic by which business units hopes to achieve its marketing objectives. A risk of a portfolio which can be diversified is known as. So risk basically are of two types. One is diversifiable risk and one is non-diversifiable risk. Diversifiable risk is nothing but unsystematic risk which is unique from company's point of view and it can be controlled, and undiversifiable risk is called as market risk, which is also called as systematic risk and which cannot be controlled by any particular person. Unsystematic risk is denoted by EI square and systematic risk is computed by beta I square into market variance. What does dog symbolizes in BCG matrix? BCG stands for Boston Consultancy Group. So they have given a matrix in which we classify the business into 4 different categories based on relative market share and annual growth rate. So the classification is as follows. So on one side we have market share and on one side we have growth. The company's position when the market share is low but the growth rate is high is called as question mark. When the growth rate is high and market share is also high, it is called as star. When the growth rate is low but the market share is high, it is called as cash cow. And when market share as well as growth rate are less, it is called as dog. So whenever there is a dog situation, it means that company is on decline stage. Question mark stage is more for introduction. Growth stage is there in star. Maturity is in cash cow. So this is how we can relate. In introduction stage, we need to invest more. In growth stage, again we have to increase our investment. Maturity stage, we need to harvest. That is, we have to take as much back as possible. And when it comes to decline, we need to divest our investment or take back or remove our investment from that particular part. Low cost, differentiation and focus are examples of corporate strategies, operational strategy, functional strategy or business. So right option is option number C, business strategy, which were given by Michael Porter. Corporate strategy has retrenchment strategy, growth strategy, expansion strategy, etc. And functional and operational level strategies are for marketing level, finance level, production level, etc. So the strategy of a business is divided into 3 major levels. At higher level, we have corporate level strategies, then we have business level strategy, and then we have individual, that is functional level strategies. The government of India set up Industrial Financial Corporation of India under IFCI Act in. Already I discussed this with you. So IFCI was established in the year 1948 July, and it was the first institution which gave industrial finance in our country. After this, the second was ICICI, and the headquarters of IFCI is in New Delhi, and from 1993 it has been converted into a company. NPV of capital project is a function of discount rate, project life, timing of the cash benefits, all of the above. So right option is all of the above. So whenever we use NPV technique, in NPV we need to compute the summation of cash flow after taxes and depreciation divided by the discounting value, that is 1 plus k raised to n minus the initial investment. So it makes use of discounting rate, definitely it makes use of project life, definitely, and it makes use of the cash flow, that is the timing of the cash flows. So if the NPV is positive, we need to accept the project. If the NPV is negative, we need to reject the project, and if the NPV is 0, we can either accept or reject the project. Threat of entry of new competitors exists when existing seller enjoy cost advantage, definitely yes. Have assured sources of supply, definitely yes. Brand recognition, yes. So whenever an existing firms enjoy all these benefits, there will be new firms which are going to look at those benefits and they also try to entry into the industry, and it is called as threat of new entrants or threat of new competitors, which is one of the part of Michael Porter's 5 force model, which already has been discussed in the previous class. So this concludes the part 3 of Q20 series. If you have any queries, you can comment me in the comment box. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get a notification as soon as I come up with a new video. Share this video with your friends and let us meet again with another video.